Moxiana, we have Lady Luana, and we have Project Freedom with us today. So I'll have everyone go and introduce themselves. First, I'll have Moxiana introduce herself.
Thank you. Well, my name is Anna, and my shop name is Moxiana. And I do crafts from yarn, amigurumi especially. And I've been doing that for since 2005. That's it.
We're muted. Wonderful. Now we have Lady Luana go next.
Hello, everyone. I'm Luana. I'm a mostly digital artist. I've been doing Comic Cons for a couple of years now, but I've always been going to them as a cosplayer and things like that, so very familiar with all of that. I also make earrings and other types of jewelry.
Wonderful. And now we're going to have Project Freedom introduce themselves. So we'll have Sully, Nick, and then Theo.
All right. I'm Sully. I'm a digital artist and a video maker of some sort. I like long walks on the beach, monkeys. Yeah, that's about it. I like saying funny jokes, and you should follow me on Twitter. And this is the part where Nick comes in and says things.
I was waiting for someone to say I should go. Anyway, I'm Nick. I'm the sketch artist for Project Freedom, our comic that you should go check out on Webtoons. I do a lot of traditional art. I don't do a lot of digital. I also like long walks on the beach, and I especially like monkeys.
We like
all right, Theo,
and looking at monkeys together, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Theo. I'm the one with the bad mic. I do digital art, and I do art for Project Freedom. I also do like pixel art stuff. I hate long walks on the beach, and I also hate monkeys.
You wouldn't imagine how it goes in the editing bay.
You could not hate monkeys.
I hate monkeys.
Okay, wonderful. So my first question that I have for you all is, when did you actually start making your art? So we'll have Moxiana go first.
Thank you. I started in 2005 and slowly started adding more, but it's been a while.
Awesome. Lady Luana?
So I've been making jewelry for about 10 years, but I actually just started doing art maybe 4 years ago and recently switched to digital art about a year and a half ago.
Wonderful. And Project Freedom, we'll have Sully, Nick, and then Theo.
I've been doing digital art for a few years, and I've been working on videos for a couple months now.
I've been doing digital art about the same time as Cess, but I only started doing traditional art maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I started drawing in like second grade, and then that slowly like transitioned into me going into digital art in about 2016, and then yeah, it's really about it.
So my next question is, what actually inspired you to get into your craft of art? And do you have any like notable inspirations, whether it be a certain art style or some other artist, or maybe people that you met in your life? So I'll have Moxiana go first.
Thank you. Well, my first inspiration was trying to stay out of trouble, keep my hands busy, because my grandma taught me how to crochet and how to knit. So it was basically just to keep us, all the kids that she would watch, to keep us out of trouble. But later, they kind of gave up on me because I'm left-handed. I was the only left-handed in the group. So later, I just got inspired. I got someone, I would ask me if I could make a hat. And then later, I came across a really awesome artist, and her name is Twinkie Tan. And they make scarves and all kinds of cool stuff inspired by food. And that kind of got me into a more specific art, which is amigurumi.
Oh,
and then
wonderful.
yeah, from there.
And then Lady Luana.
I would say definitely going to the different conventions and things I would go to as a cosplayer and walking around really inspired me to get into doing this kind of convention art aspect of it. But I've always loved watching cartoons and the kind of like new traditional in between realism and cartoon style things. So it definitely has an inspiration in my work.
Wonderful. And then Project Freedom, Sully, Nick, and then Theo.
I don't really have a specific inspiration. I'm just kind of inspired by all the cartoons and stuff I watched as a kid. You know, I just like pretty much everything that I watched and played as a kid ended up being a big inspiration for Project Freedom. I've had the idea for a long, long time, like really long time. So, over time things have changed. I've taken inspiration from more newer things and decide not to take inspiration from other things that I don't think hold up as well. And then Nick spoke.
Indeed, I did, and I started right now. Anyway, um, for a while, I've kind of gotten into like specific art styles from like TV shows or from games and stuff, and I will practice like trying to get as close to that art style as I can, and then it'll kind of like blend into my overall art style. And I don't really have a good way of describing it, but essentially I just take the things that I like, and eventually I've gotten to where I am now with my art style, which is kind of semi-realistic but also cartoony. Theo, you go.
All right. First off, Undertale. All right. No, sorry. They just wanted me to say that. What?
That was me grunting in pain.
You're great.
No, but my art style is really just mainly inspired by the Gorillaz band. That's really about it.
Okay. And then my other question is, what is your favorite media for creating your art and why? So we have Moxiana.
Well, it is mainly yarn, but I also do some other types of art. But I've really gotten very comfortable with mainly working with yarn.
Awesome. And Lady Luana.
I got an iPad Pro about a year and a half ago, so I've really transitioned into digital art with that and use the Procreate app. So that's definitely my favorite medium. Just makes it really easy to work with.
And Project Freedom. I have Sully, Nick, and Theo.
I mostly do just digital art. However, I've gotten more into making videos recently about like games or whatever stupid stuff I find funny. Joe Nuts. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah, I used to be almost pretty much exclusively digital art, but my main inspiration for changing to traditional was my computer breaking, and yeah, that's literally the only reason.
If you were
Theo.
Yeah, I am better at traditional art, I'd say, just like drawing fastly, but I do prefer digital art over traditional in my case.
So my next question is, do you have any interests besides art and a fun fact that you would like to share as well? We'll have Moxiana go first.
Well, I'm start with a fun fact. I really much craft way past my bedtime and really, really, really late. I guess I don't get a lot of sleep. But I do like working with other things. Like I do some knitting and hand stamped, and I did some pencil sketches, but nothing that I was nice enough to to share. I
Wonderful.
leave that for the pros.
And then Lady Luana.
Right, I'll start with a fun fact too, I guess. I actually teach science to elementary school age kids. I go into different schools and do like science experiments with them with my company. And for interests outside of art, I do a lot of video games, play a lot of things like Overwatch. I also run a D&D campaign.
That's awesome. And then Project Freedom will have Sully, Nick, and Theo.
Well, interests outside of art. I like playing video games, especially bad ones. I like talking about video games, especially bad ones. I like I like watching regular show. I like monkeys. Nick?
Speaking of monkeys, my fun fact is that my friends call me the monkey because I climb very well. That's my fun fact. Anyway, outside of art,
reason too.
Shut up. Anyway, outside of art, I like to write a lot too, which kind of goes hand in hand with doing a comic. Yeah, Theo.
I like another interest besides art is a guitar. I play the guitar sometimes. And fun fact about me, I own a guitar.
Don't you also own a Rockstar Foxy action figure?
I'm leaving.
All right, bye.
Oh man. And then my next question is, what are some products that you're selling right now that you want to highlight? And is there one specific product on the WebCon Discord server that you really want to emphasize to all our viewers? And so we'll have Moxiana.
Thank you. Well, I started this a new line of pets. I didn't have like cats and dogs, and I just recently have been commissioned, and that kind of got me thinking, oh, maybe I should add a few to the shop. And it's been fun. I recently did a little corgi, and I got two versions. I did a keychain and one of the corgi just standing, and I think it turned out pretty good. The one item that I would like to highlight is that I had created a Webby version in crochet. So it's a little Webby amigurumi, and we're still donating a portion of the sales to the Allied. So that's my main little guy right now.
Lady Luana.
So I have a bunch of different art things in my shop. I've got prints and bookmarks and stickers, and what I want to highlight, I just recently started adding all of my jewelry items in there. So I have earrings, I have keychains, I'm gonna have necklaces in there, and some hair clips too. So you check that out.
Wonderful. And Project Freedom, Sully, Nick, and then Theo.
I have nothing.
Wait,
no. Follow me on Twitter.
Wait, no, sense. Okay. If you check the WebCon Discord, in the Project Freedom channel, that you can buy like commissions. We have commissions, but that's about it. Stay tuned. We might have a comic out, and then we could probably sell that or something. I don't know.
We'll have a comic out.
Yeah, yeah, right.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, right, dude. In 2020, where you
For way too long.
Theo, is that your answer? You just laughed her.
All right,
Yeah.
next question.
Okay. Have you guys ever received any unusual commission requests or made an unusual work of art, and what was it? So I'll have Moxiana go first.
Oh my goodness. Well, I I did. It was a little unusual because well, it was for a bachelorette party, and I had a bunch of keychains that had not so nice words, and they wanted a whole set for all the special guests, and I guess each one got a word that either the bride or the groom, assigned to them. So some of them were not really nice, and that just kind of took forever.
Oh man, I wish this wasn't PG. I really want to know.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
we
they're
can't
like,
swear in this?
I'm sure that must be
Yeah.
so bizarre. 'Cause people are so savage to
Wait,
each
this is
other.
PG.
Wait,
I apologize for any curse words we might have said so
No, you
far.
actually guys, you didn't say any. You said it before.
Oh, sweet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
holy shit!
Theo.
Yeah,
Oh man, Lady Luana.
Dude, what the fuck?
So I haven't gotten really any strange commissions. I mostly just do like people's D&D characters and characters from cartoons and things. Nothing too unique yet, but time will tell.
What is the most interesting D&D character that you've
I did
done?
someone's bounty hunter character who had like a deer skull with a flower crown. That one was really interesting and cool to
Ooh.
draw.
Oh, sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'll definitely send your contact to Kane, because we have someone who is hosting the D&D sessions during WebCon, and he's like all for D&D. So I'll be like, go to Lady Luana's channel.
Thank you.
Okay, Project Freedom. We'll have
Oh
Sully,
boy,
Nick,
do
and
I got
Theo.
this story for you. Oh, everybody buckle in, strap in. You're gonna wanna grab a glass of water for this one. I take you back to the year kind of like maybe 2018. Wee lad Sully is starting his venture into digital art, and I get a beautiful request, something truly artistic. I get a message asking me to draw a fat version of Baldi from Baldi's Basics. Truly, you know, just shocked by this genius artistic request. I say no, and I ask them to never contact me ever again.
Oh,
Okay, Seth, that was a pretty good story, but I have to say this one's a little better.
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, all right.
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
there's this one time where I didn't ever have a commission. So Theo, your turn.
Yeah, that's a really good story.
Yeah, yeah, I love that one.
One time, my friend asked me to draw them, and that's my story.
Well, that's
Yeah,
always a
follow
little
that
hard
story.
when someone you know asks you to draw them.
Yeah, it's much easier if you don't have friends.
Oh man. So my next question is, what actually inspired or led you to create your artist name? Because I'm always curious about that. So we'll start with Maxiana.
Okay. Well, it is part of my name because my first name is Anna, and I've always had people say that they like my Moxie. Like, oh, I like your Moxie. So I kind of it went from there. So I could just kind of figure a way to put them together.
Wonderful. And Lady Luana?
I've come to use this name pretty much all across the internet in games and online, but it's actually a character from a novel I wrote. So her name was Luana Lynn. I just kind of stole her name. So,
What is the novel?
not published anywhere.
Oh, what is it about though?
It's a futuristic novel, and she works with the government to kind of help keep the different planetary systems in line and solve problems within them.
Oh, that's awesome.
That sounds interesting.
I know. Are you looking for a publishing company right now, or are you still writing it?
I just have to finish up like the editing with it, but eventually, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Post it. I want to read it. And then Project Freedom. What inspired that name?
Well, the comic name, you see, that's quite an interesting story. You see, when I first pitched the idea of the comic, Project Freedom was just sort of like a code name. It was just like, I don't have a good title for it yet, so this is just gonna be sort of our like insider name, you know? And then we came up with the great idea of forgetting to come up with a name. And so we just kind of called it Project Freedom for so long that when our artist made the first cover, we realized that we forgot to actually make a name. And so Project Freedom stuck. And that's about it.
Theo or Nick, do you have anything to add?
No, yeah, that's basically the story.
Okay, so Sully's telling the truth. Okay.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter.
It's actually a tall
No.
tale, but yeah, he is telling the truth for once.
I thought it was a fable.
Oh, no, that's the one with the goose.
Wait, do you guys want to talk about your comic? What is your comic about?
Yes, we will.
That's
Okay.
Nick. one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Nick's from Brazil.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, we're talking. Yeah, we're okay. That's the character Nick. Anyway, Sess, you do it.
Oh, okay. So, Project Freedom is about like it's about a group of four heroes, right? So the
Mhm.
world's like being completely under siege right now. This is like super far in the future, like post-apocalypse, you know, whatever. Obama's still alive.
That isn't a joke. He actually is still alive. He's Robo
Yeah,
Obama.
Cyborg Obama. It's the whole thing. So
We're not weird.
so these four people are all like, all right, you know what, living in complete tyranny kind of sucks, you know, because they've got one sort of like demonic overlord guy, and they're like, you know, this sucks, this really sucks, somebody should really do something about it. And then the law of plot convenience says that those people in fact have to do something about it. So yeah, that's about it. Nick could probably explain it better. He's Brazilian.
Yeah. So they're called freedom fighters because they fight freedom for freedom. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Follow me on Twitter.
Don't follow me on Twitter.
Actually, follow me on Twitter because I only have like 20 followers. So please.
You know what? I have more followers than Nick. Don't follow him. I want to be better than Nick.
Actually, I have more followers than both of them combined. So
We're completely
Uh,
destroying this interview. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Quiet.
Okay, so my next question is, how has the online convention experience been, and how does it compare to an actual convention? And so we'll start with Maxiana.
Well, the online scene has been it was kind of a slow start, and I know that everyone was just kind of new to it. And the actual first one that I joined, they had tried to have an online convention the year before, like last year, and they only had a few vendors. And then this year, I mean, there was an overwhelming amount of artists that, I mean, we all had, you know, crazy amounts of events canceled. I want to say that every time with a new convention that I joined, it's like everyone has gotten better in not only the convention teams, but also, for example, in this case, myself, I feel that I'm more comfortable because I was completely new to certain, you know, some of the platforms, including Zoom. So
Yeah.
there was a learning curve, and um, it really it doesn't convert to real life in a way that I really like. You know, talking to people, and you get to. I love you know, watching people's cosplays and just visiting other tables and just mingle. However, you're still able to do it. I have the fact that I can be in 2 or 3 online conventions at a time, where it's kind of difficult if you do that in real life. You can't do that unless you have, you know, separate teams that work with you. And this is just I'm a one person show, so so this is actually kind of nice.
Lady Luana.
Definitely been a lot slower than traditional conventions are, but it's nice to have something to do, and since like everyone knows everything's been canceled, and so it's definitely better than that. It's a little harder to connect with people through it, just by the nature of things. You don't get to see them walk by, like Moxiana mentioned, and you don't get to see all people's really cool cosplays and things, and it's only part of what I love about conventions. But I love what you guys have done to show off people's cosplays and different things the con guests are doing.
And then Project Freedom. We'll
Yeah,
have Celine, Nick, and Theo.
I really like the online convention scene. I've never really been much for conventions, but all the people are really nice. They're supportive, and they follow me on Twitter at Sully_draws. They subscribe to me on YouTube at Sully. They follow me on Twitch at
Okay.
Uh,
We get it.
and they let Nick
Amleth.
talk.
Amleth.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one out of the three of us who have actually been to a real convention. So, dude, what the hell?
Dude, are you fucking serious?
Are
right
you
now?
serious right now? Anyway,
God.
I'm like the only one who's actually been to a convention. I personally really enjoy like actually going in cosplays. Like I like cosplaying myself, and it's not the same experience if you're doing it online. It's just like you can't really match what it is in real life, because although there's like the channels for photos of your cosplay, it's just not the same. Like it'll never really be the same. But this convention is pretty good, and I'd say that it's getting pretty close as the days go by.
He has to say that because his sister works there too. Just saying.
I
Recess,
haven't been
you
to a
also work
convention.
sort of here.
Ah, crap. Anyway, Theo talk.
I haven't gone to a convention.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is, what is like it doesn't have to be a failure per se, but what is like a lesson that you learned along the way being an artist, whether it's about how you tackle a certain art skill or just a lesson that you've learned from conventions or how to market yourself? What is just an experience you'd like to share and what you learned from it to our viewers who are watching? We'll start with Moxiana.
I have to say, one of the biggest lessons actually is just organizing, preparing to do an in-person convention, because I don't think you can just throw things together and just go, which I did. I mean, I have to say it. I've done it to just throw everything in a suitcase and just grab your table and go and make it look decent. But as you try, you learn what works for you, because how are you going to set up fast enough, and the breakdown and the pricing, and passing out your business card, making sure that you make the right product, that your customers are looking for. A lot of the times you just have to make either mental notes or physical notes so that the next time you do better. So basically it's paying attention and just being patient with myself, and with how I organize everything that I do. It takes a while, but it's slowly but surely. Just being patient.
Awesome. And we have Lady Luana.
So I've kind of a two-part one. For one, with the artwork itself, you really have to find a balance of things that you still enjoy drawing and things that other people are looking for. And it definitely took me a while to find that kind of balance. I'd be what the next popular thing to draw would be, but then I wouldn't be able to draw things that I actually wanted to be doing. And in preparing for a convention, it's really a learning curve of making lists every time. You're like, well, these are the 5 things I really should have brought along this time, so make sure you have them next time.
Mhm.
It takes a couple times of going and doing things to make sure you have everything you actually want.
Thank you. And we'll have Project Freedom. We'll have Sully, Nick, and then Theo.
I forgot the question. What was it?
So what is it like doesn't have to be a failure, but what is some experiences that you learned from that helped develop you as an artist, whether it's like with your art or handling yourself at conventions or marketing, that you would like to share?
Oh, well, I've learned quite a few lessons on my journey. Eventually you learn that not everything you make is going to be great. Like the whole team, we've revised our script over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes you realize some people, some people are legitimately kind and are trying to help you improve and giving you criticism, to help. And then there's some people, who just kind of want it out for you, like what's his name? This guy like Quaztech or whatever. But the key is learning who is and isn't, who is and isn't someone to listen to, and who and
Yeah.
who, like, just like follow me on Twitter.
Sess, if you say that one more time.
I like that plug-in.
But
Anyway,
notice
follow me
how
on
there's
Twitter.
never a Twitter name, so no one can follow you, but you're gonna have to wait till
Oh,
the end to share
at
that.
Sully Boy on. Oh, damn. All right.
All right. Anyway, so I think the biggest lesson I've probably learned about creative stuff in general, not just about art, but also about writing and a lot of stuff actually, is that if you're trying to go for some kind of project that you're working on, you have to think about the scale of it before you start.
Freedom.
Theo, yes, that's what it is. Anyway, we made a project that's a little bit too big for us to actually realistically finish. So it's kind of like you have to first have like a proof of concept before you start something like that. Like we've never actually finished anything like major before, and we should have done something smaller before we started on a larger project. And well, for you, those of you watching at home, you should probably try that. Anyway, Theo, you go.
So the biggest the biggest problem creatively for me, and I'd like to say the whole Project Freedom team, besides the scale of it, is probably motivation. It's very hard to get motivated once you've been doing something for so long. Like it's
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. I don't really have any advice on how to get motivated. It just happens naturally. You just get like
Yeah.
bursts and bursts of it. And one thing that really demotivates you is that when you're motivated, no one else is motivated to do anything else. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
Just
don't.
look at monkeys. That's what motivates me. Also,
Thanks for
following me
your-
on Twitter motivates me a lot.
Cool.
Okay, so my next question is, if you could learn any type of art skill or learn any type of art style, what would that be and why? So we'll have Maxiana.
Well, I would really like to learn how to paint. Maybe work with acrylic. I can't make anything decent. I could just, goof around. But I just have great admiration. That's why I have such great admiration for the artist, digital or traditional. I think the time you guys spend on that is just amazing. I have an artist at home, and I'm always amazed by all the work that goes into that. So that's something that I would like to do. Maybe as a hobby, because when you turn your hobby into your business, then you run out of a hobby. So painting, that would definitely be something.
Wonderful. We'll have Lady Luana.
I've always been kind of fascinated by tattoo artists and the work that they do. And I think that'd be a really fun and interesting version of art to learn how to do.
Wonderful.
Probably some sort of 3D modeling. I feel like that'd be really fun to do.
Personally, I would probably say how to like actually ink stuff correctly, because I'm not too good at it right now, and I kind of want to do that for our comic, but I'm not too good at inking. I usually go outside of like my sketch, and then it just ruins the entire thing, and I get frustrated, and then it's over. Anyway, Theo, you go.
Probably to draw juggling.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would be a skill.
Yeah.
And
Could be
then my last question before we wrap up is, when you have creative blocks, like what do you do to overcome that creative block? And so we'll have Maxiana.
I usually, well, just walk away from it. I play the ukulele, so I try to just and nothing difficult. Just try to pick it up and just take my mind completely off whatever I'm doing. And if that is not what I'm in the mood, I'll just go and try to find some old anime to watch. Maybe some episodes that I missed, and completely just stop thinking about it. And then next thing you know, it's like, you'll see something or you'll hear something that just sparks that inspiration again. And you're like, I gotta get back to it.
How long have you played the ukulele for?
About 5 years.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Thank you.
And Lady Luana?
I definitely agree with the walking away from any of your art forms when you're getting frustrated with them. It's just going to make you more frustrated if you sit there and try and force yourself through it. Even if you just take a break for half an hour and go do something else you enjoy. So sometimes I'll go play a game or go watch a show that I'm in the middle of, just to take my eyes off of it, and then come back to it kind of with a fresh view and maybe better perspective on what you're doing.
What shows do you like to watch?
She-Ra just finished, and that's definitely my favorite, but lots of different cartoons. She-Ra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually working on a Catra cosplay right now, so.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
We'll see when I get a chance to wear that to a convention, but hey, at some point.
I still have to watch it.
It's amazing.
It looks
so recommend
cute.
it to anyone. It is.
Yeah. Okay, and Project Freedom.
To get over like creative blocks, I'd say probably just like what the others said. Step back, take a little break, watch some TV, eat some food, look at monkeys. I don't know, just do what you like to do. Lie down, take a good old break, play some Banjo-Kazooie, listen to some Death Grips. Yeah.
Okay, so like theoretically, what you should be doing is like taking a break from like the internet, because I don't know, I've heard that it's good to like go into nature when you're feeling a lot of art block, to like actually get like a real rest or whatever from like creative thinking. But what I do personally is that I just grind it out, and I just push past my limits. It's not healthy at all, but like I have a comic to draw, so yeah.
It's a pretty cool one. You should read
it. What I do, I take a nap. If you can, go karting. Go karts are really fun.
Yo, go karts are fun.
Do you guys go kart together?
Yeah, whenever we're not walking on the beach for a long time, we usually go kart together.
Theo never joins us when we walk on the beach, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no beaches in Ohio.
Yeah. Well, beaches are like me and Nick's thing. Karting is like me and Theo's thing. Nick's allergic to, metal. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
He's mega mind.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm gonna have everyone go around and just plug yourself, share your social media, where people can find you, where our viewers can get your products. So we'll start with Moxiana.
Okay, well, you can find my products on my website, which is moxiana.com. My most active social is on Instagram, and that's also at Moxiana. Facebook and Twitter, same thing at Moxiana. And, just like to see you. Follow me.
Wonderful. Lady Luana.
For social media, at least, I'm mostly active on Instagram. It's at lady_Luana_. And I post all my products on my Etsy shop, Luana Illustrations, which is also linked, of course, in the Discord server.
Wonderful. Project Freedom.
Oh man, you have no idea. I want to plug my what was it?
Twitter?
God, I'm blanking on it.
You forgot your own Twitter that you kept promoting
What's
throughout the
that thing
entire
with the bird and the notifications and the bird
Here's
and the internet?
chance.
Oh, what was the thing?
Isn't it like Sully_Sling?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Project Freedom on Webcom
Webtoons.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it is. I want to plug my YouTube. Subscribe to me on Twitter.
Cess, do you want us to get back to you?
Yeah, get back to me. I'll think of it.
Okay. So my most active thing is Instagram also. So it's Triangular Force, no caps. Figured out how to spell it. Also check us out on Webtoons. Project Freedom issue 1. Issue 0 is bad. Don't read it.
Yeah, don't read that.
Yeah, you can. I'm most active on my website, www.olivegarden.com.
You think he's joking, but he's not. He actually owns that fucking website.
Yep.
Seth.
Are you serious?
Language, dude.
I'm sorry, the Mad Lad bought fucking Olive Garden.
No, that's not the problem.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not allowed to swear.
Well, too late now. Wait, so that's your website, Theo? Is olivegarden.com?
Yes, go check. Please don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I don't know what's really.
That's what it was. Funny Blue Bird app. Yeah.
The one with the bird. It's blue and it has notifications and it's like it's funny.
Follow me on Twitter at sullyboy_draws. Follow my friend at Joe Nuts.
He doesn't have a friend named Joe Nuts. Don't listen to him.
Subscribe to my YouTube. It's just Sully. Add me on Discord. Send me pictures of monkeys. Subscribe to my friend Joe Nuts. That's.
Hey, you missed the monkey ball session. I played the song today. I tagged you. You didn't go. I guess you don't like monkeys.
I was doing my daily 4-hour monkey session where I just laugh at pictures of monkeys. Sorry.
Okay. Well, thank you for everyone who was watching and joining us today. I just wanted to let you know about some updates for WebCon. So this weekend we have our first 3-day weekend special for our mini sessions. So on Friday, August 7th, we're going to have an anime waifu / husbando fan art stream by Artsy Posy. And we're going to have anime jukebox request show by Kid Yuki. On Saturday, we're going to have Con Etiquette 101, Tips and Tricks for Newbies by Petri Cosplays. And we're going to have Happy Hardcore Hour by Dark Star DJ if you want to have a little bit of a dance session at night. Sunday, we're going to have Animal Crossing, Getting That 5-Star Island by Mink the Satyr. And then I'm actually hosting a panel as well. Someday My Prince Will Come, A Tale as Old as Time. And it's just going into depth about Disney princesses. And we're going to have our next spotlight on Wednesday, August 12th at 7 p.m. with a DJ. We have some artists joining us for that as well. So thank you guys for watching. And it's been a pleasure. And thank you for everyone coming and doing the spotlight with us today.
For those of you watching at home, I'm sorry we put you through an hour of baloney.
Hey, that was your session. Do not speak on behalf of Lady Luana Moxiana. They were amazing.
Oh, I'm not talking about them. They're awesome. It's just us.
Yeah, you guys brought the baloney. You brought the bologna to the sandwich.
Bologna. A bologna slice is too small for a human to go for.
Actually, it's pronounced bologna. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Well, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank
Have
you.
a great
Thank you.
night.